Hello students, welcome back to the session number 10 on the chapter rational numbers. Children, in this session I would like to discuss with you one important concept called standard form of a rational number. Children, this standard form of a rational number you learnt in your class 7th standard. Children, we have seen in our previous sessions rational number can be subdivided into three types. One, positive rational numbers, negative rational numbers, and there is one number, rational number, who do not belongs to both positive as well as negative rational numbers, that is 0. In this classification I told you positive rational number is a rational number in which both the denominator numerator are either together positive, both numerator and denominator together positive, or together negative, then they are called positive rational numbers. This is one concept which we have already learnt in this year. Next, children, next negative rational numbers. If I want to call a rational number as a negative, then there must be either numerator or denominator. Amongst those two, any one should be negative. Either numerator is negative or denominator is negative. This is what we learnt to call a rational number as negative rational numbers. Children, taking this knowledge, we will sum it up meaning of standard form of a rational number. There is very important, any rational number being in standard form before we doing addition operation or subtraction operation for rational numbers. If you want to add or subtract, especially for addition and subtraction of rational numbers, those rational numbers must be in standard form. This is what you have to keep it in your mind. Now, what is the standard form of a rational number? Here the concept comes like this. If I want to call any rational number, that it is in standard form, then you must check two conditions. The condition 1 is that denominator children, here denominator should be positive. This is the first condition. So, if I want to call any rational number that it is in standard form, in that rational number denominator should be positive. Next, second condition. Second condition is HCF. What is the meaning of HCF? Highest common factor. Highest common factor of the numerator and denominator should be 1. What is the meaning of this HCF of numerator and denominator should be 1 in simple terms. In simple terms, that they cannot be further simplified by cancelling their common factor. Their common factor must be 1. For example, 2 and 3. Can I do any further simplification by cancelling both 2 and 3? No. Here HCF of 2 and 3, common factor of 2 and 3 is 1. So, it cannot be further simplified, but whereas in this example you can, here 14 and 12 have got HCF of them as 2. So, 2 7s are and 2 6s are. I can simplify that, and now 14 by 12 can be written as 7 by 6. So, that is what this tells. Both HCF of both numerator and denominator should be 1. This in another terms, in class 10th you are going to learn, or in class 9th you are going to learn co-prime with this word. What is the meaning of co-prime? If the HCF of any two numbers is 1, then those two numbers are called co-prime. Here 2 and 3 are co-prime. It does not mean that both must be prime. Any one out of them may be prime, both may be prime, and both may not be prime, which if you can recollect the meaning of prime numbers. Here in the case of 14 and 12, they are also further simplified, 7 by 6. Now, if I take this as 7 upon 6, now HCF of 7 and 6 is 1. So, we have got second condition satisfied. Here this word you are going to learn in your next class. How you will say both numerator and denominator, are co-primes, we say. Okay. Here both numerator and denominator are co-primes. This is how in simple language we say. Children, now here we have got these two conditions satisfied. Such rational number called as that it is in standard form. A rational number is said to be in standard form if it satisfies both the conditions. Now watch, is 2 by 3 is in standard form? Yes, it is straight away in standard form. Is 14 by 12 is in standard form? No, we brought it. Third, is 3 by minus 4 is in standard form? No, because first condition gets failed. Since first condition denominator is negative here, so what should I do? How should I convert it? Very simple, take that minus sign to the numerator. I can write that 3 by minus 4 as minus 3 by 4. Now, first condition getting satisfied by this number, and automatically are they further can be simplified? No. So, that is how this come into the standard form. You know how to convert rational number into standard form. Now, this one satisfying second condition or first condition, you watch. First condition it satisfied, but did not satisfy the. So, what should we do? We will cancel. So, when I cancel, what is the HCF of this 7? Negative sign tells it is a negative rational number, but 7 and 35 when they are simplified by their HCF, it gives minus 1 upon 5. That is how this minus 7 by 35 brought into standard form minus 1 by 5. Similarly, this one, since it is not satisfying first condition, not in standard form, and we will bring it by taking minus sign to the numerator. So, minus 5 upon 12. Last both signs are for numerator negative and denominator is negative. Therefore, we can take away them what we learned in the past. It is a positive number. Now, it is 11 upon 18. Now, this 11 upon 18 is a rational number, positive rational number, and satisfying both the conditions. Therefore, it is in standard form. So, this is the concept of standard form of a rational number. We will sum it up. You need to write down a definition. I told you conditions, you have to write it as a definition. What is the definition? A rational number is said to be in standard form if the HCF of both numerator and denominator is 1, that is, if the HCF and if the numerator and denominators are co-primes, first condition, or we can say as a sentence, HCF of numerator and denominator is 1 and the denominator is positive. So, this is how we define standard form of a rational number. Now, knowing this knowledge, I would like to discuss with you homework that I have given in the part 3B, session 4, when I was discussing with you addition and subtraction of rational numbers. I gave you 8 questions as homework. Those questions answers I will discuss with you, so that you correct your answers. Okay? Yeah. Hi children, now we are going to see the examples that I have given, the questions which I have given on addition of 2 rational numbers. Here the first question is 5 upon 12 plus 3 upon 4. You know 12 and 4, their LCM is 12. So, taking 12 as LCM, 12 in 12 ones, so 5 is multiplied by ones, so 5 ones are 5 plus, because it is addition, then 4 is in 12 for 3 times, multiplying this 3 by 3 times, 3 3s are 9. So, the answer is 5 plus 9, 14 upon 12, and whereas simplification of 14 by 12, since it is not in standard form, if you could remember, 7 upon 6. Then next one, minus 3 by 7 and 32 by 35, already individually they are in standard form. LCM of 7 and 35 is 35. Then 7 in 35 for 5 times, 5 multiplied to minus 3 gives minus 15 and plus this 35 in 35 for ones. So, that 1 multiplied to 32 gives 1, 132s are 32. So, minus 15 plus 32 is simplified and 17 upon 35. It is already in standard form. So, we will leave it. Then in the case of third question, here as you sent your answers in the form of pictures, I could find some of you going wrong here children. Let me bring it that correction. Here 5 by 12 is in standard form, whereas 3 by minus 4 is not in standard form. It has to be brought into standard form. That is first thing what we have to do. 5 by 12 plus this minus 4, the negativeness to the denominator will be brought to the numerator. So, minus 3 by 4. Now, we have LCM of 12 and 4 taken. LCM of 12 and 4 is 12, okay, and 12 in 12 for ones multiplied to the 5, 5 ones are 5 plus 4 in 12 for 3 times multiplied, 3 3s are minus sign has to come, 3 minus 3s are minus 9 and At last, the answer is 5 minus 9 is minus 4 upon 12. Again, it is not in standard form, to be brought it into standard form. So, minus 1 upon 3. So, this is the answer, minus 1 upon 3 is the answer. Okay, children. Now, fourth one. Here minus 6 by 13, minus 2 by 5, both are in standard form. 13 and 5s, LCM is 65, and 13 in 65 for 5 times, 5 minus 6 are minus 30, 5 65s are 13 times. So, 13 multiplied to minus 12 minus 26. So, children, we have got minus 30 and minus 26 added because it is minus 56 and 6 upon 65. Here some of you are making little mistake while adding negative number by negative number, while adding negative number to the positive number, little changes are there, little mistakes are there, where in the addition of integers, that I will discuss with you in a separate session. Okay. So, these are the answers of first 4 questions. Next, we will discuss next 4 questions. Ha, children, now we will see subtraction of rational numbers. 4 questions I have given on subtraction of rational numbers. In them, first question, that is in the order 5th question, 5 by 8 minus 7 by 15. While doing subtraction, again same, LCM of denominators 8 and 15. What is LCM of 15 and 8? It is 120. So, 120, 8 in 120 for 15 times. So, 15 5s are 75 minus 15 in 120 for 8 times. So, 8 multiplied to 7 minus 56, which is equal to 75 minus 56. Simplification or subtraction of the integers, if you know, it is easy, 19 upon 120. Next, here minus 3 by 7 minus 3 by 14. Here try to observe, LCM of 7 and 14 is 14, and 14 is LCM of 7 and 14. This 7 in 14 for twice. So, 2 minus 3s are minus 6 minus of, here 14 in 14 for once. So, 3 ones are, so 3. So, minus 6 minus 3, which is equals to minus 9 upon 14. Then next 7th question, here 6 by 11 minus 5 by minus 12. Here this is not in standard form, that is what you have to be careful watching it. First bringing rational numbers into standard form, minus of minus 5 by 12, you know how to bring it into standard form, taking minus sign of denominator to the numerator we will bring. Now, LCM of 11 and 12, which is 132. So, 11 in 132 for 12 times. So, 12 multiplied to 6, 12 6 are 72 minus of 12 in 132 for 11 times, 11 minus 5 are minus 55. So, we have 72 minus of minus 55, which is removing bracket. If you remove, minus of minus becomes plus sign. So, it is 72 plus 55 upon 120, which is 127 upon 120 is the answer. Okay. Now, last, here both the numbers are in standard form, both once again I am repeating terminologies, both subtrahend and minuend are in standard form. So, LCM of 14 and 5 is 70 and 14 in 70 for 5 times, 5 minus 3s are minus 15 minus half, 5 in 70 for 14 times. So, minus 2 14s are minus 28, again minus 15 minus half minus 28, minus half minus 28. This is removing bracket step in integers simplification. So, minus 15 minus half minus 28 becomes plus 28. So, plus 28 by 70. So, it is, we have 13 upon 70 is the answer. So, these are the 8 questions which I have given to you on addition and subtraction of rational numbers. Now, watching this you can clarify your doubts and you can rectify your mistakes. Okay, children, thank you for this day, and we will look into the again continuation of the properties in our next session. Thank you. Children, here I have written mistake, here 132 to be written which is denominator. Okay, rectified that mistake.